Oh shit, here we go again.
Low, low, man. Low, low,
You like contracts, right? You're a contract guy.
I read contracts instead of conventional pornography, yes.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Andrew Esquire. Bright and early. It is 10 o'clock in the morning here in Bangkok, Thailand. I'm running on a couple hours of sleep because I was up kind of late. And I've got a flight tomorrow to Japan. But it's good to see everybody here in the house today and see you all guys here today. It's good to see you. And we're going to be going through the Destiny lawsuit. It's official. We've been speculating on it before. We hadn't seen the complaint, but we have it today. So today we're going to focus on going through that as our main topic du jour. And I was on time today, guys. So I see people in the chat, early mindset. Some people said late, early, on time. On time. I started actually 40 seconds before 10 a.m. Bangkok, which is 10 p.m. of course for most people, a lot of people over there in the United States. So good to see you guys and welcome. Kieran says early and straight, lawman. That's right. Ancient Strawman says let's go, lawman. Thank you so much. I forgot my water. Damn. Morse Apple says about to pass out after birthday drinks and pizza, but suffer, Destiny, suffer. Let the yellow flow. Thank you. Yes, I'm going to reconvert that yellow into very much coffee because that's going to be needed to power through today. I have a very long day ahead of me today. So thank you for being here with me. Marksman says, the most I've been entertained by Destiny King Cock. Oh boy. If I had to sit through those videos and photos, which I never wanted to see, which are now burned into my memory, of Destiny engaging in the most degenerate gooning and other activities with men and with women, there better be a lawsuit behind it, and there indeed is, because that having to look at that should have been criminal. But now that I've seen all that stuff, all the evidence files, Jesus Christ. We've got an actual lawsuit, which we're going to get into shortly today. I'm going to pull up this lawsuit here so you guys see it. And then I'll minimize it. I'll keep it to the side here as we get started. Enrico says early. This is late for me. Enjoy your coffee. Lord knows I'm going to need one in a few hours. Yeah. Actually, my water is right there. So here's what I'm going to distract you. I'm going to distract you with a clip. Let's see. Which one should I distract you with? Let's do, I want to play one that I haven't played in a while. Let's distract you with the Henya crocodile clip. This is a good one.
Maybe I have a chance. You goddamn crocodile! Go back to the fucking Florida! Go back to the Florida, you fucking crocodile!
Distraction complete. There we go. I got you guys. Stub my toe, but I got you guys. Good to go. All right. Make sure not bleeding too badly. I'll be all right. Yeah, and I got this giant thing of water, so I think I'll be good now. All right. Good stuff. All right. Very good stuff. Oh, Andres. Wow. Huge fucking dono here. Thank you so much, brother. Says, sorry to swap topics, but quick question. Would you call a democracy a political party that fills their seats with senators that does not even finish school and wanted to invite the Ascension celebration people like Maduro, Cuba, Nicaragua presidents? That's Uruguay in March. Yeah, it's kind of funny. We're having these discussions, Andres, about what is a democracy, especially, the one that came up recently that really stuck with me was people talking about Ukraine. And because, obviously they're trying to settle this conflict between Russia and Ukraine. And in many of these interviews, I see various people, whether it's Piers Morgan or CNN or other mainstream outlets, they use the word dictator to refer, and they're obviously trying to refer to Putin. And they go, well, how do you define? I think I saw Tucker Carlson did this masterfully. I think JD Vance and Trump did this as well, where they turned it around and they said, well, what do you define a dictator as? And if the definition is a person who is silencing political rivals, if they're somebody, a place where you haven't had elections held, where you're banning or pushing out other political parties, right? You've got martial law, right? That's both, that would include Ukraine. That includes Zelensky as well. So your kind of question reflects on what is a democracy, right? And I think that's a very damn good question of there's a point at which you can call yourself a democracy all you want, but you aren't, right? You can call yourself democratic, but you're operating in a non-democratic fashion. So I think that's very, very fair. That's a fair criticism. All right. So, yeah, I hear you on that one. Let's see who said this here. Let's see, but thank you for that big one. Thank you for the big one. Morris, it sounds like you need some gamer subs and waifu cups for your day. Thank you. Rigo said, sorry you had to suffer on our behalf. Yeah, just a little bit of blood, just some slight bleeding. I was like, I'm only bleeding slightly. It's fine. My bed is right to the left, so I kicked the side of the bed as I was jumping over to get the water bottle. It happens, kids. Rigo says early, this is late for me, enjoy coffee. I got that one. And then James says for 5, doesn't matter if you're on time or early, you will always be late and gay in our hearts.
Your weaknesses don't define you. But you know what does? The dictionary. Under the word bitch.
Next comment. Morse Apple says, sounds like you need some gamer subs. Oh, sorry, I got that one. And then Marksman 117B says, what? Does Evidence, Fuentes, and Destiny coming together disgust you? Think of the unity the two are bringing. Mutual hatred goes a long way. Apparently, it goes a hard way too. Ooh. Hold on. We've got the clip for this.
Disgusting.
One thing that's being revealed, this is bipartisan, left and right, but almost all content creators, particularly the political content creators, so degenerate. It's turning out that political commentators, left and right, are pretty degenerate. While that's not a surprise to everybody, it's certainly a surprise to some. Just the sheer level of degeneracy going around in the political spectrum. All right. So I think let's get into the meat of it. Let's get into the lawsuit itself. Thank you guys for having fun with me and joking around about that stuff. I always like it. Also, JP, thanks for stopping by. I know you can stay for a little bit, but thanks for stopping by, JP. All right. So we have in the United States District Court, Southern District of Florida, Miami Division, Jane Doe versus Stephen K. Bunnell II. Okay. Before I go anywhere with this and start, I will say this. I'm not going to say who. I'm not going to name any names, but let's just say that I was aware generally of lawyers that were I was aware, let me put it this way, not even lawyers. I was aware that this lawsuit was a real thing and it was going to happen because it's in my home district, so to say, right? I'm from Miami, Southern District of Florida. Of the two places where I really was, Orlando and then Miami, and I'm of course born in Miami, raised in Miami. Very familiar with the goings on and a lot of things down there. I'd heard some scuttlebutt and knew this was being shopped around, and very happy to see a complaint, which is an actual document. Rogue says, reminder, Destiny lost his woman to a broke femboy. Yes. Mama Akko says, time for some Kino. Suffer. So let's get into this. Jane Doe versus Stephen Bonnell. So they're obviously Jane Doe, we are assuming is Pixie, though it could be one of the others, but I mean, I think believes it's a Pixie lawsuit. Comes now plaintiff Jane Doe by and through her undersigned counsel and very respectfully states, alleges, and prays the following: to hold the defendant, which is Destiny. And guys, Tommy, thank you, Tommy, for getting us to the goal. 5 out of 5. I'm getting that really strong coffee, that good Thai coffee this morning. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that, Tommy. I'm going to bundle my balls. Tammy. See, that's why I need the coffee. I'm not fully up yet. Tammy, I'm going to be bundling those balls. Don't worry. Japanese Demon Lord of Barloos for 5 says, note, Florida is not a southern state. It's just a state in the South. Florida is very much a southern state. I'll have you know that during the Civil War, the only capital that was not officially captured was Tallahassee. It's Tallahassee in the South. All right. So the action seeks hold the defendant. I'm going to say Destiny. So instead of defendant, I'm going to replace the word Destiny when I'm reading this because they're interchangeable. Accountable for his unauthorized, intentional, and unlawful disclosure and dissemination of intimate images and sexually explicit videos of the plaintiff, causing the plaintiff extreme emotional and physical distress, depression, anxiety, and harm to her personal and professional reputation. Plaintiff seeks injunctive relief, compensatory and punitive damages, attorney's fees, and any other relief just and proper as a result of Destiny's unlawful, extreme, and outrageous conduct towards plaintiff. Plaintiff brings the claim pursuant to the Intimate Image Protection Act, USC 6851, the Sexual Cyber Harassment Statute, Florida Statute 784, and other Florida laws regarding privacy, public disclosure of private facts, and intentional infliction of emotional distress. We called all of these and predicted these on our previous streams, so it's good to see I was right about the types of claims they were going to bring, both federal claims as well as Florida claims. So jurisdiction. Subject matter jurisdiction is under 1331 because it arises under the law of the United States. And venue is proper because a substantial part happened within that district. Jane Doe is a citizen of the United States and a resident of Miami-Dade, Florida. And he brings his complaint anonymously due to the intimate and sensitive nature of the materials. It's got, essentially nude and lewd stuff out there. And guys in the chat, please do not spam. I saw somebody spamming. Don't spam. I love you guys. Don't spam. It's no bueno. No good. Stephen Bonnell, aka Destiny, is a citizen of the United States and a resident of Miami Beach. Bonnell, known online as Destiny, and let's zoom in here. Sorry, I'm noticing it's a little small there. It should be easier you guys to read now. Is a citizen of the U.S. and a resident of Miami-Dade County. He brings this complaint anonymously due to the intimate and sensitive nature. So a defendant is also a citizen of the U.S. and a resident of Miami Beach. Oh, of course. Of course he's on Miami Beach, if you know what I mean. Anybody who's Floridian knows. They know. They know. When you hear Miami Beach, you're like,
No. Wait. Wait.
There's something going on. Factual allegations. Bonnell, known as Destiny, is a live streamer and political commentator. Oh, not a good one. He has over 840,000 subscribers on his YouTube channel and a huge following on X, Kick, Reddit, and Discord. He has over 700,000 followers on Twitch before he was banned. Before he was banned. That's funny. That's funny. Plaintiff, known online as Pixie, is also a live streamer. Well, you just doxed her. It's kind of funny because it's like, well, this is the Pixie lawsuit. We all knew that, we know this is the Pixie lawsuit, but it's like the whole point of Jane Doe is not to reveal her information, but like you're revealing your information here, right? Anyways, she has 15,000 followers on X, and on Twitch she has 10,000. Plaintiff began conversing with Benel on Discord when she was 19 years old. Benel was 33. So real quick, once again, I know a lot of people are, they make a lot of that fact. I'm a law person and I look at the law. There's nothing illegal about a 19-year-old and a 33-year-old. That's not illegal or wrong or, anything else from a legal standpoint. There's nothing wrong with that. People want to make moral arguments. Go ahead. I'm not one who's a big fan of those. Especially being a tall man. One thing I really think is weird is, I don't know if you guys have heard of this, but there's a new height of consent rule where tall people can't be around short people. I don't know. It's weird. It's very weird. But yeah, this is something that's a very interesting fact. But it has no legal relevance. At the time, Plaintiff was a new streamer in the same niche as Benel Politics. So this kind of establishes that she was an orbiter of Destiny. About 2 years later, on September 12th, after multiple conversations about consent and boundaries, Plaintiff engaged in sexual relations with Benel Destiny. Plaintiff was inexperienced and only had physical relations with one other person prior to Benel. I'm not saying that this is a lie or even that it's material. It actually doesn't matter, really. But usually I X to doubt on claims like that. But it's not a relevant legal fact. It doesn't change anything. If she was an OnlyFans girl, it wouldn't change much about the facts in relation to if she was a church girl, right? Her relative purity has nothing to do with the legal outcome here. Rigo says, also for 5, says, to be fair, you should know as a Florida man, Florida's the only state where the further north you go, the more southern it gets. Exactly. All right. This was the only time that Plaintiff and Benel had sexual relations. During one occasion, Destiny recorded videos of Plaintiff and him engaging in sexual conduct. I think, yeah, that's that. And her. I think this is a typo here. And her. So, although Destiny did engage in videos that are recorded, that are out there, to be very clear, there are videos of Destiny with men. So that's a thing that's out there. So saying him is not necessarily wrong because there are videos of Destiny with men, but this is a woman bringing the lawsuit, right? The plaintiff is a her, right? Yeah, it's true. So a plaintiff and her. Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, that's true. Actually, no, it's right here. Plaintiff being the her and then him. That's true. Yeah, okay, it's right. It's correct there. That's correct. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna
look. Here's the thing.
Fine. Listen,
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded.
Listen, guys. Destiny has had sex with so many people; it gets confusing. It really is hard to follow who Destiny has had sex with, who he's not had sex with. I mean, at this point, if he hasn't had sex with Roger Rabbit, I'm surprised. I mean, it's getting pretty crazy in the Destiny story. So let's continue here. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you calling me out here. And yes, I'm a little bit sleepy, but it's still that's why we contributed to the coffee fund. Unbeknownst to the plaintiff at the time, on or about October 4th, 2022, Benel disseminated through electronic means one of the video. So this is the key that really set it off, to a 19-year-old woman under the name Rose. So disseminating is going to be the key for most intimate images. So this is sort of the first offense, is to send that out. Rose was a random fan of Benel's on his Discord platform that reached out to him on Discord. Benel never met Rose, despite knowing nothing about Rose and not knowing her legal name. Benel intentionally shared the video with Rose without plaintiff's knowledge and consent. So one thing I see out of this is the first witness that you'd really want. You really would want to find Rose, get Rose to speak and to talk about it. Right? That would be an important witness. This Rose, as to him conducting this activity. On or about November 29th, the sexually explicit video a plaintiff that Benel had shared with Rose was uploaded to the website. I bet it's the Kiwi Farms. I bet it's the Kiwi Farms. Now this is blacked out. I'm pretty sure it's the Farms, baby. It's kind of short here. This is probably Kiwi Farms. The video is also shown on pornography, including blank. It's on a bunch of porn sites. The caption on the video on different platforms identify both Destiny and Pixie. Shortly after, Kiwi Farms, I've heard of Pepperidge Farms. It's far more
Degenerates. You guys degenerates.
Degen's gonna degen. Shortly after the video is posted, various friends and random followers of plaintiffs informed her about the dissemination. Some of the messages were very accusatory. She is shocked, humiliated, and mortified by the dissemination of a sexually explicit video. As of today's date, the video has been viewed on one site over 10,000 times. It has been viewed on another site 58,000 times. It has had at least as many views on other websites, but has been removed. It is still on blank, probably Kiwi Farms, but the site does not have a number tracker, so the number of views is unknown. Let me be very clear here too. The Destiny uploads broke the farms, so it probably was a lot of people looking at that stuff when it dropped. Just saying. On the evening of November 29th, the plaintiff sends a message to Benel on Discord expressing her horror that he shared the video of her. She asked him if he sent any additional pornographic videos to anyone. He admits his guilt, responding, "Ugh, there should be no... I'm so sorry. There's literally no excuse. I'd had phone convos and stuff with this person. They were fairly close to me. It's worthless to say at this point, but I'm super sorry. There's literally no excuse." So he gives a confession essentially on November 29th of last year. Plaintiff then asks him to delete any and all videos he has of her. The leak of the video goes viral and is being discussed by thousands of followers of Destiny and Pixie on various platforms, including YouTube, Discord, Reddit, Twitter, and X. Twitter/X. Plaintiff begins receiving hundreds of insulting and harassing messages. Many of the followers discussing leaks on different accounts falsely claim that plaintiff exchanged sex for professional growth and favors from Benel. Well, let's be clear. Okay, let's be very clear. That's probably what was going on. Clout chasing equals quote unquote professional growth, right? Because that tends to be how people think about that. They're like, oh, that's my professional growth, right? It's my clout chasing tendencies, right? So yeah, that's kind of what that is. Like in favors meaning attention, special attention. Sky Rainpuff says, keep up the good work. Thank you so much. Couture Leotards said, appalled this says 1 month and it's been 5 years. Thank you. And that's very true. You've been around for a long time. One of the OGs. And appreciate everybody who's here, whether you're an OG or a new member or whatever. I do appreciate you guys are all here. Thank you guys. Plaintiff feels increasingly humiliated, mortified, depressed, and starts feeling suicidal. On about December 11th, she starts writing suicide notes. Plaintiff messages Benel and tells him she is tired of living anymore. It's a matter of time until my family discover what happened. I feel like the best thing to do is for me to kill myself and schedule a post just to detail my feelings. Oh, crap, I said this. Well, guys, smash the like button because, as part of this, of course, I do not condone or glorify any self-harm. You should never harm yourself. It is never worth it. It's never at all worth it. One fact is at least that a lot of people do use that as a tactic for attention or otherwise baiting sympathy or forgiveness or whatever else. And they don't actually go through with it, but there are significant people that do. And it's a sad thing, a horrible thing. It should never be done ever, just as a disclaimer. But, now we're going to get demonetized for talking about this sort of topic. So just smash a like button. That'll help us out a little, counteract that. Ryo Hoshi says clout is professional growth. Some thought probably, yeah. Ashley St. Clair, Nala, they're all in there. Pokimane for what it's worth. I mean, all of them. All right. Let's see here. Plaintiff feels increasingly humiliated, mortified, and depressed, so writes a suicide notes. Okay, go ahead. It says plaintiff then unfriends Destiny on Discord. It's over when you're no longer friends on Discord. That's when it's over. So she can not receive any message from him on Discord. On December 13th, plaintiff meets with Destiny's close friend and business associate. Who is it? Oh, this is an interesting one. So we're going to have another person. I think they fucked up the redacting, though, because they have this name in here, Turner. Interesting. So who's Turner? Let's see. Let's see. Erudite? Oh, okay. Yeah, ask if Vanello's communicated with her and entered her back as a friend. Yeah, another streamer. Okay, got it. It's Erudite, a friend of Pixie. Okay, thank you guys. Appreciate that. Appreciate the context. So I think that may also be to mention, her name may also be mentioned here. But anyways, I'd be interested that when we get the redacted version, which we may get at some point, especially when we get the filing, because this was delivered by the law firm for Pixie, we may get this revealed because this doesn't necessarily need to be protected. So I'm interested to get this as a revealed version without the redaction, because this is not a classified document. There's nothing to be redacted out of this. It's not the name of a child, so it wouldn't be redacted. Plaintiff tells her about the suicidal thoughts, that she cannot bear the humiliation and harassment she's enduring, and that she wants to ensure Banel never does this to her or anyone else. But Turner tells her she will talk to Banel and tell him what they discussed. On or about December 19th, Turner asks plaintiff if Banel has communicated with her or added her back as a friend. Plaintiff responds in the negative, so Pixie says no. Pixie continues feeling depressed and suicidal. The leak of the video is still a viral topic of conversation on multiple platforms, and with people making horrible accusations about the plaintiff. On the morning of January 20th, 2 videos are posted by 2 streamers discussing the Pixie leak. The videos include screenshots of private messages, discuss the situation with friends, and claims that plaintiff took hush money, only cares about money, and does not care about other victims of defendant. These videos have been viewed by thousands, including one which as of today was viewed by over 90,000 people. Well, shit, are they talking about my videos? Whose videos is this? 90,000. I think my Destiny got a good amount of views. I don't know if it got 90,000. Maybe. I think one of my videos did. I don't know. And yes, this is live. This is indeed live. Aspen Fallen for 2 says Finkelstein, Mr. Borelli, you're a fantastic moron. Thank you for that. Thank you for the 2. On January 20th, in desperation, unnecessary detail, but okay. Plaintiff Pixie goes online and announces that Destiny shared the videos without her knowledge or consent, and that she will seek legal recourse. The same day, Destiny responds on various platforms, including Reddit and Imgur, and falsely claims the video leak happened without my knowledge. The claim directly contradicts his November 29th explicit written admission that he knowingly and intentionally shared the video with Rose without consent. On January 20th, right after plaintiff announced publicly she would sue, one of his followers reached out to plaintiff and told her Banel had sent the video to her sister 2 months earlier. The follower informs plaintiff that she believes Banel is sending her sister sexually explicit videos of other women without their consent. Now, if this is true, this is fucked. This is extremely messed up. But what's not messed up is Big Buddhist coming in for 5 Legal Mindset memberships. Yes. Thank you, Big Buddhist. Appreciate that. Thanks for the big support of everybody here on the channel. January 21st, aware of an impending lawsuit and potential criminal investigation, Benel starts destroying evidence. That is a strong accusation because, you know, once again, destroying evidence, big no-no. Big no-no. Including deleting messages between himself and the plaintiff. January 23rd, Benel receives a letter from plaintiff's counsel informing him of plaintiff's intent to sue and demanding he preserve evidence. On December 23, Destiny begins to publicly harass and defame Pixie. He posts in his group called DGG with multiple people that Pixie is just after his money. I mean, to be fair, you're allowed to. I don't think there's anything necessarily per se defamatory about responding to a lawsuit by saying they're just in it for the money. I mean, you're allowed to go to show certain things during the course of a lawsuit, and to say somebody's out for money is a fair theory of the case. So I don't think that alone is a tipping point, but okay, interesting fact. But now also posts on his website, destiny.gg, in his DGG chat, that Pixie and the people behind her just want money. So there's no point in going after the hacker. He's probably a broke loser anyway, so they aren't mentioning him. Over 1,000 people have viewed this defamatory post. That's actually not that many viewers. Benel's attempt to divert blame from himself and cast blame on an alleged hacker is directly contradicted by his own prior explicit written admission to plaintiff that he intentionally shared the videos by his text message with Rose, in which he tells her about the video with the young girl that he will send. That's fucked up. That's real fucked up. Rigo, though, not fucked up, is Rigo dropping 20 Legal Mindset memberships. Yes. Thank you, Rigo. Appreciate that. So this is interesting. Yeah, you've got an admission, and that's really going to be a huge thing to get over, provided they can verify and authenticate this admission. This is the key piece of evidence that is coming together time and time again to refute Destiny's side or to debunk his theory of the case. So that's a big piece of evidence you see coming together. Benel continues defaming and harassing plaintiff on his website, destiny.gg, implies that the plaintiff is trying to milk him. I'm just going to point out that milk and milking has multiple meanings, and I think in this context you need to be very specific. I'm sure that the milking that they're describing is talking about money and in no way involves any sort of table. But that's a presumption that, once again, is not safe in the context of Destiny. To continue. And that she is not going after anybody else that might allegedly have been involved in the leak of the videos because she can't milk as much money out of the target. See, this is better. This is better. Second one is better, right? Potentially over 1,000 people have seen this post. In or around the end of January 2025, approximately 15 women reached out to plaintiff to tell her that they had received sexually explicit images from Benel and other women, of other women, without the other women's consent. So women are coming out of the woodwork to say that Destiny sent their nudes without permission. 3 of these women also tell plaintiff that Benel deleted the chat threads after January 23rd. So that those would be witnesses if they would come in as witness, right? And yes, this is written by a Florida lawyer, actually a Florida lawyer that's like a couple blocks from my old church, which is crazy. But yeah, Florida lawyer, Miami lawyer. Upon information and belief, multiple women, including Melina Gorison and Stasia. How the hell do you pronounce that name? This one. Staxia, screen names have come forward and publicly alleged that Destiny has released sexually explicit videos of them without their consent. Upon information belief, these images were posted on different pornography websites without their consent. Uh-oh. Stasia, it's a typo. I know Melina. Melina is his ex-wife. I know Melina. Yeah. That's an interesting one, though. Well, so somebody asked, what is the point of spreading the videos? There's a lot of point of spreading the videos. I mean, spreading a nude video can do a lot of things. It can, number one, be used to discredit other people, to put pressure on them. Also, here's a weird one. I do think Destiny puts out videos of himself. I think he's even said this at some point in some of his chat logs, is he has a little bit of a humiliation fetish. So he kind of likes the being exposed thing. So it's part of his, like, I think he gets a rise out of it, so to say. Yeah, multiple people said it, not just me. It's not just me. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I think the chat is right on this one. Also, Doug Diaz coming in for 5. Thank you so much for that.
Yes.
Appreciate that, Doug Diaz. Thank you. All right, let's continue here. So a woman with the screen name Cherry, there we go, found out that Bunnell Destiny has secretly made an unauthorized audio recording of their sexual interaction and then distributed it to multiple people without her consent or knowledge. Destiny has retaliated against Cherry by publicly posting private messages during a time when she was suffering a mental health crisis. She's going to have separate claims on this one because she's not the party here. But yeah. But yeah, I'm pretty sure. She needs to either join or file a separate claim or whatever else, because I mean this is tangential to the existing claims. On January 23rd, 2025, Bunnell begins a smear campaign against plaintiff and tells his followers that plaintiff is only interested in getting money from him. Over 1,000 of his followers could have seen that post. He also tells his followers that his only crime is being, quote unquote, too much of a gooner. Ladies and gentlemen, I've covered a lot of lawsuits on this channel. We've done a lot. We've done a lot together. I believe this is the first goon. The first use of the word goon that I have seen. Now, it's probably not the first in any lawsuit. It's definitely been put in a lawsuit somewhere. But of the lawsuits I have covered, this is my first gooning lawsuit. So I want to wait for a month. How long till I get my first Skibbity lawsuit where I see Skibbity in a legal document? I mean, how long? How long is it going to take? I'm going to ban you from the chat, Zach. Banning you. GoonTube. Yeah, GoonTube. Yeah, it's not LawTube anymore. It's GoonTube now. Hey, I'm the captain now. GoonTube. Oh, it's just crazy. This is such a historic lawsuit. The word gooner, and they have to explain it to the court. Oh my God, they have to explain what gooner is to the court. Oh no. Oh.
Yeah, right. Explain this to me like I'm retarded.
That won't be that hard.
The word gooner is slang for someone who is deeply engaged in excessive adult X-rated content consumption, sometimes in a compulsive or obsessive manner. Isn't it just jerking off a lot? Is it just masturbating a lot? Don't you do you have whatever? Okay. Yeah, I guess it has to involve porn too, but yeah, anyways. On or about January 24th, 2025, Another female political streamer talks about Destiny's sharing of the video. God. Simon. Oh, my fucking chat. Oh, God, I hate you guys. I hate you guys. Just like look at the chat and I can't go on.
No. Wait. Wait.
Oh God. Okay. Thank you guys for making me laugh. On or about January 24th, another female political streamer talks about Benel's sharing of the video. She informs her followers that Destiny had recorded a conversation of her without her consent. She acknowledges that a personal relationship deteriorated and he has become hostile towards her. And then he posted to his followers he has a recording and he could publish it. Then on February 9th, after posting a link of a clip of her talking about sharing his video, he retaliated by posting private sexual text messages between them to his community chat group. So clearly, she's got people in the Discord, watching those messages. It's kind of like Ramsey Khalid Ismail and I, I've got eyes on him. It happens. By the way, Couture Leotards for 5 Legal Mindset memberships. Thank you so much, Couture. Thank you so much for being an OG and being with me for so long. Rigo said, I just wanted to have more degenerates in the members only stream. Oh, don't worry. They're coming. I'll probably have a degenerate members only stream in Japan. We'll see. Everyone deserves to see Unhinged Mindset. Hopefully this lawsuit pushes Destiny further into becoming more relevant. I hope so too. This is like his crashing and burning out. Sigrun Eternia says, didn't Destiny explicitly say he was maxing his efficiency by letting another man do his wife while he streamed on Twitch, or was that just a meme? I could believe it, but I don't have the clip on me, so I can't prove whether that's true or not, but it sounds like it would be a Destiny thing. Rayobi says, do we still have the what the fuck clip because it's appropriate? Oh, don't worry. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Mama Akko says, I'm gonna goon.
Disgusting.
Artemis says, sorry, Artemis is next. Rayobi says again, they had to define it. Yes. And then Artemis for 2 says, this means there's a potential for a gooning expert. Okay. I'm gonna ask chat a very honest question, and I want to get your honest answers, guys. I don't want some bullshit from you. Could you qualify as a gooning expert in court? Remember, you have to qualify. So I'll say yes, no, and oh God. And yeah, yes, no, and top tier, right? All right, Akira Faye with 50 legal mindset memberships.
Not a sin. I cannot absolve you. Mega based.
Thank you so much for that, Akira Faye, for that huge support of the channel and just supporting me going off here today, almost dying here to bring this to you. But despite that, we're here. Also, if you received a gift membership, please say thank you to Akira Faye, Rigo, all those others, Doug Diaz, anyone else who gave them to you. Just say thank you if you received one, and especially if you notice who gave it to you. If they give a gift and all of a sudden you see you have a membership now, or there's an alert in the chat and you see that, you should thank them. Duca for 10 says, have you ever felt embarrassed to having to explain something to a judge or court? Because I felt having to explain gooning to a normie old man judge would make me want to die. It probably, it could be like an old man or old woman, and you're having to look them in the eyes and be like, Your Honor, gooning is a term used for, vigorous masturbation to online adult materials. The judge is like, back in my day, we just called it choking the chicken, and that was just what we did on Tuesdays. Like, I don't know. I don't know what the response would be there, but actually, no. The level of gooning nowadays is far beyond the 1920s goon. The 1920s version was much more tame. They had far less material. They didn't have short stack goblin girls, I'll tell you that. Crappy J says, hope this suit for 5 reaches SCOTUS, enshrining excessive gooning in history. The first gooning case for the SCOTUS. That would be great. If this goes to SCOTUS, it's the first time they've dealt with gooning at the highest level of our country's law. Rigo for 5 says, nominating Andrew to be a goofing expert. I could be a goofing expert for sure. How about a scuff expert? I'm an expert in scuff. Definitely an expert in scuff. 100%. Ryobi says, I mean, we are degenerates and you love us. I do. I can't deny it. I can't quit you. I can't quit you, chat. Serious Issues with says 100% Gooner expert here to testify. He's like reporting for service. Rigo said gooning, not goofing. Gotta autocorrect. No. It's goofing. It's goofing. David Miller says happy Goontoberfest. Oh God.
Degenerates. You guys degenerates.
Vortex Cross for 5 says, God, could you imagine having to explain gooning to an old black lady judge? Just shoot me instead, please. The judge is just gonna sit there like staring into your soul. Like, y'all need Jesus. Japanese demon Lord of Party Lucifer says, I make not safe for work games for a living. I'm a gooning expert. I know you do, and I know you are. Archlord Dune Rider for 13 says, South Park's Randy has nothing on me, room covered. So in the poll where I asked, could you be a gooning expert? 25% of you said yes, 44% said no, and 30% said top tier. So right now, the amount of yeses are winning. Right now, we have almost 60%. We have 56% of you that are absolutely gooning experts, some of which are the best gooning experts in this land. Riz, some people are putting in the chat like Riz is going to be the first word to go to SCOTUS. That'd be great. If SCOTUS defines Riz. What is Riz, Justice Thomas? Max Mura says Max is I got it. It's Max, so he's Japanese. I gotta get the accent right. Max is a Japanese and not a goon. Oh wait, forget it. Careful, Max. It's YouTube. Careful. Shiro Kitsune 7 for 5 says, if this goes to court, can we have Bao for a goon expert in the collab? I'll invite her. She needs to not get mad at me for dunking on Hassan as well, though. But yeah, she can come on as our gooning expert. Chaos Smash 64 for 2 says, everyone here in chat, Vox Tinga and Gran Musi. You guys are disgusting. Kirda says this LOL is a perfect Venn diagram crossover of LawTuber and FeeTube gooners. It's the perfect crossover of everything, and politics too, right? Because it's politics, it's gooning, it's LawTube, it's other internet celebrities that are getting involved here. Like, it's a lot. Archlord Dunerider said Dr. Ruth Vestheimer has entered the chat. Thank you guys for your chats. Appreciate that. All right, let's continue here. On January 26th, Hannah Brooke, a follower of Destiny, another orbiter, contacted plaintiff and informs her that even after the videos were published, Manel offered to send videos to her. A few days later, a follower posted the DMs with Manel. So the pattern of behavior is whenever you speak up, he will dox your DMs. And as I explained yesterday on my stream about the Johnny Somali situation, doxing DMs is not good. It's considered a faux pas. You don't do it. Serious people, professional people don't do it. And most people would expect privacy in their DMs. It's reasonable. After the messages go public, Benel deletes his messages with Brooke in an attempt to cover it up. Defendant has admitted that he disclosed the video to Rose, and there is evidence that he disclosed it to other people without plaintiff's consent. The defendant could have and should have expected that the videos would have then would then be publicly disclosed and disseminated to hundreds of thousands of people online, which is exactly what foreseeably occurred. So what they're trying to say is that foreseeability, because that's an element here. And if the damages were not foreseeable, that's a problem. But they're saying, hey, look, when you circulate a nude, other people can find it. And if you did that without consent, it is reasonable to believe that could get out to more people. So don't DM people nudes, guys. Don't do it. It's going to get out there. It's going to leak. Sigrun Eternia said, I suggest Mari_EN as the gooning expert. I will present the clip Mari Karaoke, a grand day out as presentation of evidence. I will need to look that one up. Let's see. Mari. I'll pull it up at the end. It's 1 minute. Okay, maybe I'll try to pull that one at the end. But all right, thank you for that. Appreciate that. David Miller says for $1.99, femboys dream about rough stuff with Yalda Kun. Oh, they dream about a lot of stuff. Elfpire Ava says, "Oh my gosh, the suit dropped. Yes, real suit. Ayo, good to see you." Sigrun says, "I suggest." Oh no, we got that one already. Appreciate you. All right, let's continue. So doxed Hannah's DMs. So defendant Destiny has admitted that he disclosed the video to Rose, and there is evidence that he disclosed to other people without plaintiff's consent. The defendant, Destiny, could have and should have expected videos would be publicly disclosed and disseminated to hundreds of thousands of people. On January 30th, Destiny admits that he was actively deleting evidence of his wrongdoing, specifically his messages with multiple women who have claimed that he shared sex videos without the participants' consent. On February 8th, Benel posted on X that he agrees with another claim that plaintiff is extorting him. On February 9th, Destiny makes another defamatory post telling his followers that plaintiff only cares about money from him. That's not necessarily defamatory, though. Saying extortion could be, but this is pushing it to say this statement that she only wants money is defamatory. Many people only want money. That's a primary motivation for a lot of people. He also informs all of his followers that the videos can be seen on blank. By the way, that's probably the Kiwi Farms. Right. The post has over 1 million views. The videos disclosed by Benel were of a private nature and were never intended for public distribution. Defendant's actions have caused plaintiff severe emotional distress, humiliation, and reputational harm. A plaintiff's career as a political streamer has been adversely affected, and her aspirations of being elected for office. Okay, guys, real talk. We already know you guys are gooners. We finished that poll. We got a new poll here. Let's be real here. Was Pixie ever going to be elected? This is yes or no. I'm not even going to allow a third option here. Was Pixie going to ever be elected to government office? Like, real talk. I mean, I'll let you guys decide. I'm not going to try to influence you here, but what do you think? Mercenary says, so Destiny was letting his ego edging God out. Yes. None left. Remember, for 11 months. Welcome. Says, what are the chances his spicy takes on politics are used an aggravating factor, e.g., evidence of violent tendencies? No, that's not going to happen. Not in this case, because it's not relevant to whether or not he disclosed. It's not legally relevant. I know that people want to tell the whole story, and we can talk about that here if you want. That's fine. But whether or not he disclosed an intimate image without consent doesn't matter, whether he's a raging communist or whether he's a Nazi or whether he's a libertarian or an anarchist or, whatever he is. He's a disciple of John Bolton. I mean, whatever the hell his political beliefs are is irrelevant to the fact that he disclosed the image without consent. So it's really doesn't really turn on that. He's bisexual, but doesn't really matter whether he disclosed, a photo of a man or a woman. Also, that's actually a fun fact. How many of these men, because understand what Destiny did. Destiny would meet with men while he was married, even. He would meet with men on Grindr to blow them, right? How many of those men who he was blowing, agreed to the disclosure of their intimate photos. How many? Because I guarantee you they probably didn't agree to that, right? Maybe some of them don't care, but still, I'm sure there's some of those men as well that didn't care for that disclosure. Let's see here. C-Chan for 698 says Destiny, Honjung, and Ramsey next time. You know what's funny? I think those three would be the perfect throuple. I think they should be the throuple right there. Archer Dunrare said if DC Marion Barry could, she could. Fair enough. C-Chan says the lawsuit reminds me of Honjung's beef with you. Yeah, it's a little Hanky Poo, who I'm not really worried about. I don't take Hank seriously. He's a fucking joke. Hanky Poo over there with his lover Ramsey. Yeah, it's a lot going on there. Platty, 10 legal mindset memberships. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Appreciate that. I think I got everything there. Was one of those men Nick Fuentes? I don't know, because some of the videos you don't see the face, so it could have been Fuentes. I don't know if he's got like a, if Fuentes has some sort of birthmark in any area that is identifiable. We'll have to check the records. We'll have to check the Carfax. All right, so count one. So these are the counts. These are actually what's being brought. Violation of 15 USC 6851, Intimate Image Protection Act. This is what gets it in a federal court because it's a federal claim. Destiny knowingly and intentionally disclosed sexually explicit videos without knowledge and consent. So this is the key, what we're turning on here. It's not whether he's a shitty streamer. It's not whether he had sex with these women, whatever. It's not, they're not actually alleging like rape or sexual assault or anything like that. It's the disclosure of the image itself. Plaintiff is identifiable. It's been viewed by thousands. It's been discussed. And as a result, there's extreme emotional harm and reputational harm. So there's asking for damages in the form of injunctive relief, actual damages in the amount of $150K, punitive damages, and attorney's fees. And that's just for this first count. Second count, violation of Florida Statute 784, sexual cyber harassment. They allege all the same things as in the previous paragraph and say that what he did creates a statutory private right of action. Because he disseminated these photos, this violated her privacy in constitutes sexual cyber harassment under 784. He acted with intentional or reckless disregard for plaintiff's rights, causing plaintiff to suffer. There's no legitimate purpose for sharing those videos. Tens of thousands of people have watched them. And as a result, she suffered reputation, emotional pain, suffering, mental anguish, anxiety, and loss of dignity. Therefore, requiring him to destroy all videos and to pay actual damages for emotional distress, loss of income, medical expenses, and attorney's fees, and punitive damages of up to $1 million. Intentional infliction of emotional distress. I often call this IIED, right? We often use that as a slang in lawyer world. Same basic underlying allegations as above, but it's saying that the behavior was so bad and it was intentional or at least reckless that it goes beyond all possible bounds of decency and is intolerable in a civilized society. I love this language. This is the court language that gets me. I mean, if I was going to goon to court language, it's language like this. It's language like defendants, legal ASMR here. I'm going to do it once again. Defendants' actions were so extreme, so outrageous that they go beyond all possible bounds of decency and are intolerable in a civilized society. Good stuff. Good stuff. Legal language there. It's good. It's good. I love it. I love it. People in the chat, I didn't consent to ASMR.
I'm not sorry, and I did nothing wrong.
Deal with it, motherfuckers. My ears have idea. Oh God, it's crazy. I feel good down there. Oh my God. Okay, sorry. I just blew a legal goon all over the chat. Let's continue. 57. Even after the defendant became aware that plaintiff was expressing suicidal intentions due to the disclosure of the videos, he continued to disclose the videos to other people without plaintiff's consent. As a direct, natural, proximate, because it has to be the proximate cause, and foreseeable, because it also must be foreseeable, result of that intentional harassment and acts, plaintiff has suffered damage to the reputation, emotional pain, extreme emotional pain, severe mental anguish, anxiety, loss of dignity, and entitled to compensatory damages of up to $1 million. Because defendant's conduct is intentional, he is liable for punitive damage in no less than $1 million. So asking for at least 1 million on compensatory, 2 million. So this count 3 alone is worth 2 million. Count 4, invasion of privacy. Public disclosure of private facts. This is another Florida cause of action. There's no public concern regarding sexual images. These were intended to be private and not disclosed. The public disclosure was highly offensive to any reasonable person. It was shown to tens of thousands of people. Plaintiff had a reasonable expectation of privacy in the videos. And because they caused that humiliation, distress, and emotional damage, they're also seeking compensatory and actual damages, punitive damages, attorney fees, and costs. So this is the prayer for relief, what they want them to do, appropriate compensatory and or statutory damages, appropriate equitable and injunctive relief, award of punitive damages, and award of reasonable attorney's fees, and any other relief to which plaintiff, Pixie, may be entitled. And they are demanding a trial by jury. A jury trial. A jury trial for Destiny. February 18th, 2025. Sanchez Medina Gonzalez Casada, Lage Gomez Machado, attorney for plaintiff in 201 Alhambra in Coral Gables, Florida. My old hood. Yeah, I know exactly what that firm is. That said, from reading through this, there's a couple things that jump out to me. Let me point out something that jumps out to me. Number one, they're going to need Rose for sure. So Rose needs to be on board with this as a witness. Number two, that confession, the key evidence for Destiny to destroy or whether to fight. I'm not saying to destroy that item itself, meaning his lawyers need to attack it. They need to defeat this part. And Pixie needs to focus on proving this is the confession of guilt. If they can get into evidence that Destiny admitted that what he did was wrong, he's fucked. Which is why, ladies and gentlemen, if you're planning to have a legal defense, you don't apologize, right? We've talked about this a lot. Don't apologize to these people. Don't apologize in general. Don't do it if you're going to fight back, because that'll just be used against you. Your apology will be used against you forever. And admitting things in Discord, admitting things in DMs, admitting things in places, that can screw you up. Shut up, get a lawyer, fight back, tooth and nail, don't say sorry, right? If you're planning to go there, right? If you're planning to go there. But that said, I do think this has legs. I think this survives a motion to dismiss. As long as they've got some backup for this stuff, it'll get past a motion to dismiss, which is all they need to do. And then honestly, Destiny has a massive incentive to settle. So if I were Destiny, if this survives emotional dismiss, which I think it will, I would try to settle ASAP. Real quick, Ryobi says, don't you start being Vox now legally minded. Don't you dare call me Vox. Chaos says, you're not sorry? Fucking bad. Apologize now. You know, how about this? How about this, Chaos Smash?
Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you!
ZG's for 5. Thanks for the laughs after working. Hey, you're welcome. This is about the only channel where I can make reading a legal complaint, which probably, I'm not going to lie to you guys, complaints are, compared to video or audio or spicy Discord leaks, they're not as sexy. They're not as entertaining. And the fact that we can laugh at this is hilarious. And the fact that we have a complaint that legitimately has the word gooning in it is a legal first for me. It's a legal virginity moment. You know, you guys took my gooner complaint virginity, I could say, today, alive in front of 1,561 people. Talk about exhibitionism. I'm feeling like Nick Rekieta here with this level of exhibitionism. Brian Stewart for 5 says, have you seen this? Customer took laptop to the official Asus store, Korean repair store. Tech stole it. Asus says, go to sue now former tech directly, or pound said, what? That's crazy. I'll look into that. That is nuts. Ed Morrison Jr. for 499 says, so after reading the complaint, do you think that Sexbestiny is screwed and going to be paying a lot of money? Sean thinks so after he went over. Yeah, I think he's going to settle. I don't think he's going to want this to go to trial. It's going to be too salacious. The details will get out there. He'll be even more fucked. He might be able to pull up. I don't think so. He'll never be able to fully recover, but he might be able to not be completely ruined if he settles. So, and he might be able to, get them to stay quiet if they settle. So there's some incentive for him just to pay him out. Brawley BP 199 says, hope she gets millions. He's a net minus on humanity. He's got a lot of enemies on the right and on the left. He's got enemies. Chaos Smashes legal Voxit. Incoming Banhammer in 3, 2, 1. Nuclear launch detected. Nightmare 199 says, gooning on stream is only a I think you misspelled misdemeanor. I'm not going to read that.
Disgusting.
Oh, chat. Never change, chat. Never change. Railby says, legal virginity. Hey, Bao, I found your mate. I'm too hairless for Bao. All right. That said, I think we got that one today. So I think Destiny is pretty much looking at a payout. It's not, now mind you, this is not yet criminal. So what I'm interested to see is whether or not there are any criminal charges on top of this. That would be the interesting side. This is just civil. This is just damages. So even if he's convicted here, you cannot call him a criminal. And I know that a lot of people online, they get into defamation really quickly. And I'm very careful with this. Even if Destiny loses, you can't call him a sex offender or whatever else because he's not. That's a specific criminal thing. And what they're saying here is not that any of the sex itself was non-consensual. So all of the girls are saying that sex was consensual. However, the photos and the release wasn't. That's different. That's much different than saying the sex was non-consensual. Because then it's a whole different case. It's a massively different case. And it's a criminal case. So we'll see how that goes. This is civil so far. If there's any criminal case, that would be extraordinarily spicy. Crappy J for 2 says Destiny's defense was miscommunication. I don't know what to do with you guys sometimes.
Yeah, I'm in favor of execution. maybe our entire team needs to be executed after tonight.
All of chat needs to be executed tonight. All of chat. That said, guys, that's the complaint. I'm going to keep it short here because I know a lot of people are going to come in to watch it. I don't want to drag too much past or go on other topics. I will be back in the PM if I can. It will be a very short stream in the PM. Maybe it'll be members only. That'll be kind of fun before I bounce out of here. And I'll be in Japan for a couple days. I'll be back on Monday. And then sometime next week, I'm leaving mysterious when I arrive. I will be in Korea. So it'll be very interesting. Lots of travel. It's been a great February. It's been awesome. Hope you guys had a wonderful week and love you all. And you know that today, Destiny and the GG are certainly.
You are coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing. Yeah.